Now we're going to talk about lead magnets, which is a freebie, an opt-in, something that you give to your reader for free in exchange for their email. So if you've ever had that experience where you went on someone's website and they say, hey, you can get this free printable PDF ebook guide, you would put your email in so you can get a guide, and it's free and it's in a PDF form. You can print it out, you can save it to your phone. So that's what your lead magnet is going to be. So what I do is I always create a landing page with ConvertKit for my lead magnets. You can check out this one that I did for Disney and this one that I did for Universal. I also take those links that I have that go to ConvertKit and I create a pretty link on as a plugin that's in my website, themeparkhipster.com. So that pretty link, I'll use something like www.themeparkhipster.com/universal planner. And that way, when I'm sharing it across the internet, it doesn't look like a crazy hyperlink. Now, some of the best lead magnets that you can create that convert well are challenges. You can have someone who is trying to lose 5 pounds in a week. If you're in fitness, you can create an email challenge where you send them an email every day for 5 days to a different blog post that you wrote about what they got to do that day. So your email may consist of tips for that challenge, and then you send them to a blog post that gives even more details. You can also do an email course. We have a blogging crash course that's an email course. So each day for 5 days, you get a new thing to learn about when it comes to blogging so that you can set up your blog properly. And that's what we do. So that's a way to do it. And also an ebook or a guide. So on my Theme Park Hipster, my Florida website, there'll be travel guides. So if you're going to Disney World, I'll send you a Disney World travel guide to get you started. That'll be in a PDF form. And other downloads include checklists. I have checklists with packing lists. You can do that. You can do a case study. Depends on, like, if you're in some type of industry where people love to get a really good case study, they want to be able to have it in a more concise manner. They can print it out. You can do that. Recipes. It could be a week of the best pumpkin recipes for October, or 13 days of fall feast recipes. I'm not a food blogger, but you get what I'm trying to say. And then industry reports. One time I did sign up for an industry report because it was on a health condition that I was dealing with, and this doctor's office who specialized in it, they had a health report. I downloaded it. I thought it was a great exchange. They send me weekly emails. It's just simple like that. So you have to get your brain kind of flowing. Now, when I talk about making a guide, this probably is one that you can get started with right away as one of your lead magnets. And you don't have to just do one. You can do all of them, but you do them at different times. The more familiar you get with doing email marketing, the more you start to realize, okay, this might work for my industry. So with the guide, you want to get your best content together. So in Disney, I might do a guide on planning to go to Disney World. So I'm going to look at all of my articles in my Disney category and see what articles can flow together. Then what I'll do is I'll get them all lined up. I put them in order. That way I know when somebody's planning, they're thinking about tickets, they're thinking about lodging, food, flights, and I'll get all that together, the best rides, best things to do. And then I'll take those blog posts and I'll just make them in more PDF form, and I'll put them in order. I'll create a powerful title. I'll then make sure I outline what I want to do. That's why I said you're going to get all the articles together. And you can do this through writing an outline, looking at your articles, and you're kind of saying, okay, I do have an article on hotels. I have one on flights. I have one on rides. And you start making your table of contents. You can see here in Canva that they have so many different templates you can use for creating an email opt-in. You can basically just copy and paste words from your blog post, put it in there, add some images, and they have great, beautiful templates. And then with your outline, you want to go to fill it in with all of the content from your blog, just a little bit. You don't have to be everything because no one wants to read a full book, but you just pull the key paragraphs from those blog posts and then put them in to each section of that guide. And then you're going to add your pictures. Here you can add links. You can have people go to other links on your website. You can have them go to affiliate links. Just make sure you put a disclosure on your opt-in. So you make sure opt-in/lead magnet. Make sure you have a disclosure there if you do add affiliate links. But the possibilities are endless to always be doing something that's benefiting your website and also helping people at the same time. So you are creating this guide to get people on an email list, but they're going to also be able to go to other blog posts, and you get revenue. If you have an ad network on your website, you have them clicking on affiliate links, you can get that kind of income. And then at this point, once you have everything done, you have went over it, you edited it, somebody looked it over for you, make sure you didn't have any grammar issues, and then you convert it to a PDF. You can then add it to ConvertKit or your email of choice. So when you go into your email provider and you create a pop-up or a form to embed within your blog post, they'll say, do you need to attach an incentive? And this is the time where you can attach the PDF in a PDF form, or if you create it in a Google Doc form that's a PDF, you can just share the link. Just make sure if you do share a link from your Google Doc that you put that it is only view mode only, so that these thousands of people who will be reading your opt-in will not be able to edit your opt-in, because that will be terrible. And then you want to add your form to your blog post. You want to add the pop-up to your blog post. So what will happen is people will have that pop-up, they'll sign up, they'll get a message like, thank you for subscribing, thank you for confirming your subscription, here's your PDF, here's your guide. That's all you have to do. All right, now that you have your opt-in created, your lead magnet created, you have your landing page, and now we're going to figure out, where should we place this opt-in form on your website? Where can you get people optimally to sign in to your subscription? So the number one option is a pop-up. They are still very effective and very powerful. That is, if you are great with your copy. Remember the words we said, we're going to use powerful words like exclusive and secrets, and you're going to have a beautiful image on that pop-up. And you're going to want to make sure that you set your pop-up with exit intent through your email provider. And what this means is that when someone is scrolling and they are scrolling down, but then they begin to scroll up as if they're about to exit, that's when the pop-up will come up, so that they don't leave without possibly needing your help and your resource. You do not want to put your pop-up when they first land on your website. That turns people off, and most people are going to click out of it quickly because they're like, get out of the way. I'm just trying to get what I need to read. And then you want to make sure that it doesn't take up the whole page. So if this is your blog page on your website, do not have the pop up that whole page, because one, Google doesn't like it and readers don't like it. No one wants a whole pop up and you can't figure out where the exit button is. It's very frustrating. So you want to make sure you choose a pop up template that doesn't take up the whole space, that's more so does kind of hangs around in the middle and has a clear exit sign, somebody can exit. So you just want to make sure you give the reader a good experience. Now, another good place that you can place your opt-in is on the side panel of your website. That's a great place. And then you want to do it within your blog post and at the end of your blog post. Those are great places to place your pop-up in. And I'm going to show some examples on my website right here. As you can see, I have it on the side, I have it in the middle, and sometimes I put it at the end, sometimes I don't. Now we want to talk about what red and green buttons have to do with this. Now, when people are seeing your pop-up and you have that call to action, like get the secrets here, or if they are within your blog post and you say, get the guide today, the red and green buttons have the highest rates of conversions. And if we go back to some of our things, we know like certain colors, green means you just feel good about it. Sorry, it's raining outside, it's Florida. And then red, people just like it. It's youthful, it's vibrant, it stands out. So those are some things to remember when you are trying to place your opt-in button through the website.